The luxury compact SUV category is a class that is filled with quite a few heavy hitters. You've got your Mercedes-Benz GLAs, your Audi Q3s, some could even stretch towards the Range Rover Evoque and possibly even the Jaguar E-Pace. But what if I told you there is something different? I'm Wema, this is Conversations, and today we'll take a little trip to Bavaria as we review this stunning 2017 BMW X1. Welcome to another episode of Conversations, but before we continue, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Now, today's review was made possible by Lanchester Motors, who were gracious enough to give us this stunning car. Let's get into this review. First launched in 2009, BMW released the X1 to fall in a very specific car class. In the car industry, it's known as a subcompact luxury crossover SUV. The second generation was launched in 2016, and the 2017 version of the X1, which we're reviewing today, comes standard with a front-wheel drive, which is known as the S-Drive models. And for the all-wheel drives, those are known as the X-Drive models. In ways of engine options, you have the B38, which is the one in this car. You also get the B48, which is a 2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine. Additionally, you have diesel variants of similar engine configurations. This car is just beautiful from every single angle. Let's just start with the front end. You have this heritage BMW badge paying homage to the M Sport Performance Pack. You also have this lovely carbon fiber kidney grills, and right behind it you have those red aggressive V-struts that are typical in most BMW performance cars. You have these massive headlights which are surrounded by these stunning and sharp daytime running lights, and behind them you also have your intelligent projector beam lights. You have these lovely fog lamps, and again these really big air intakes that are just sat over there. They just look so, this car's front end looks really menacing. You have these typical BMW power domes on the hood. It just adds onto that aggressive look. But this car from every single angle, it's the type of car you just park, you lock it, you take a couple of steps, you look behind, you're like, I've made it in life. Now, coming down towards these tires, you have these M-style, very aggressive, very stylish diamond cut alloy wheels. They just look absolutely fantastic, and behind them you have these red calipers that just it just adds that aggressive feel. Now, connecting the car to the tires, you have your McPherson struts at the front, and in the back you have a multi-link coil spring system as well as a couple of dampers here and there. Now, going towards the side, again adding that aggressive M-styles, the M Sport packaging feel, you have these carbon fiber side mirror covers, and underneath the covers you still have carbon fiber rear view mirrors. You also have these lovely indicator lights. Everything about this side profile just looks stunning. Looking towards the top, you have these sort of false looking roof rails that are attached to this lovely panoramic sunroof. We'll take more of that on the interior. This doors is just angular, it's sporty, it's aggressive, it's just menacing. This car has a lot of presence from every single angle, but let's take a proper look at this rear. Back of this car, like the whole M Sport packaging just ties in really well. You've got this lovely spoiler attached to the back, which has this small slat right there, and at the top again you have your carbon fiber shark fin antenna. This car, my god, I don't think I've ever seen a rear that's as beautiful as this, and that pains me as a Mercedes fan. These rear lights, they're laser cut almost, and they just look very nice and aggressive with that diffused red light. Especially when you're stamping on your brake, you see the brake lights come alive. Additionally, you have this performance cutout over here which illuminates even better once you step on the brake light. You have again that heritage badge over there, your M Sport badge over there, and the X1 badge, all looking stunning. You have a bit of the M Performance badging right here, and then going towards the bottom of this bumper you have your sensors, your tow eye, and last but not least you have a real exhaust tip that just sticks out ever so slightly, adding to that more aggressive feel. This rear end is ridiculously looking. It just looks absolutely stunning. Going into the boot, you have acres and acres of space. You can probably fit a small cow in the back of this car. As it is right now with the rear seats up, you have about 505 liters of space, which is about 85 liters bigger than the previous model. Should you decide to lower the second row, you have a staggering 1,505 liters of space. It's insane. That is almost 200 liters more than the previous generation. Now, the exterior styling has been aced by BMW for this particular car, but let's get into the interior. This car comes equipped with the M Sport package, which gives you an insane amount of exterior styling options, such as the carbon fiber kidney grills, the carbon fiber side mirrors, a rear wing, M Sport badging, and M Sport puddle lights which illuminate once you open the door. On the interior, the package keeps going with more carbon fiber bits all over the interior, as well as ambient lighting on the door trim, a full leather interior with carbon bucket seats which feel relatively comfortable, adding to that premium luxury feel. The rear compartment is really spacious. I have a ridiculous amount of knee room, and the headspace over here is so big you could probably pass a 737 overhead and I wouldn't even notice. Additionally, there is quite an amount of premium materials used on the inside, so it definitely nails the luxury aspect of this car. These seats are quite comfortable, and the contrast stitching, it makes it look even more premium. You could comfortably fit about 3 people in here, or if you wanted, you could put this partition down and it becomes a luxurious-ish 2-seater. You have cup holders there, additional storage there. Lastly, with this being an SUV, you expect it to be able to accommodate your family properly. With this, you have your ISOFIX plugs over here. That means you can safely lock down your Cocomelons at the back, and they should be okay no matter where you go. Let's take a look at the front. This BMW X1 comes standard with BMW's iDrive system. Additionally, it also comes standardly equipped with an 8.8-inch touch-sensitive LED display. Additionally, it also has a very clear reverse camera which helps you navigate some of those tight turns and angles. With this being what is considered a luxury crossover SUV, a compact one at that, BMW once again nails that luxury aspect with the materials used on the interior. Thanks to the M Sport package, you do get these bucket leather seats. Additionally, you get a ridiculous amount of carbon fiber everywhere. Almost everywhere my hand lands, there is definitely a touch of carbon fiber there. All through the center console, the door trims, it's just lovely. Additionally, you do get the M Sport badging right here on your steering wheel. Now, the infotainment screen is one we've already covered on before. We'll not dive too deep on that, just touch on that briefly. You have your air conditioning controls right here, and then well enough, they have changed the new shifter column, which I really like this new adaptation of it. Gone are the days of that weirdly shaped shifter that was in every single BMW, from the 1 series all the way up to the 7 series. Now, you do get a large amount of storage space on the inside. You have storage there, more storage down here. You have your glove compartment and relatively small door bins which cannot accommodate 1 liter sized bottles, sadly enough. You have this multimedia controls over there. Everything is just typical BMW. If you've experienced one, you will know how to navigate your way around this, but I will touch on that in a little bit more. You have this lovely steering wheel, if I can just start this car, which is really nice. You have so many controls right here on your steering wheel. Your multimedia functions here, your cruise controls functions here, and the paddle shifters right here, which are very convenient and in reach, and they're quite big, so you will never mistake where your hands are landing. Your light controls are on that side, and your windshield wipers are on this side. Now, this gauge cluster right in front of me is very legible. It's also aggressive, and it looks really nice. The font is everything is placed where you'd expect it to be. Last but not least, looking straight ahead, you do have a heads-up display, which is so crisp. The way BMW has implemented this, it just looks nice. And even when you're shifting through some of your multimedia functions, you do get a small bit of notification up in your heads-up display, which means you don't really have to shift your eyes too much when you're going around. It's quite lovely. Let's take a look under the hood. So, with this car, you're probably wondering what is under the hood. Well, this car looks so sporty and aggressive, and fun fact, the same engine under this hood is the exact same engine that has been used in a car which some may call a supercar. I might differ. Now, this particular X1 is one which is an S-Drive 18i. For those who know, the I in BMW nomenclature usually refers to it being a petrol. Now, the S-Drive 18i here means that this is a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbo petrol. Yes, it's a 3-cylinder. But before you crucify this car, I know there are some of you out there who will sell an organ to get your hands on a GR Corolla or a GR Yaris, which has a 3-cylinder under the hood. Now, this one in particular has been used in very many different BMW and Mini Cooper options. It's been available in quite a few 1 Series, 2 Series, and even some 3 Series come equipped with this very same engine. And the supercar that I mentioned earlier, yes, you guessed it right, the BMW i8. Now, this engine is mated together with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, which puts out about 134 horsepower and about 230 Newton meters of torque, which is more than enough to suit you for your day-to-day driving with a little bit of fun here and there over the weekends. With this engine being put into very many different cars, that is a testament to just how reliable it is. The turbo in this particular car is BMW signature twin power turbo. More on that in a little bit. Now, as much as this car is relatively bulletproof, there are a couple of common issues that do plague these cars in particular. With this engine having quite a large amount of plastic, that means there are things which are bound to fail because over time plastic becomes brittle and eventually cracks or breaks. So you do have issues such as your thermostat and water pump failure, which again are due to the plastic being there. Additionally, you do have carbon buildup in the engine because this is a direct injection engine, and you also do have some other issues such as coolant leaks, particularly for the turbo coolant leaks. And then last but not least, a very common issue with these cars is a crankshaft guide bearing failure. Now, most of these issues can be replaced or fixed with aftermarket parts because of how common this engine is. That means it's very easy for you to get your parts. Additionally, this engine, should you maintain it well with the right fluids and the right maintenance intervals, it should last you a very long time. Quite honestly, a decent engine for what it's trying to serve. The purpose it serves, lovely. Let's get into the inside, have a feel. Right, driving this X1, it comes standardly equipped with 3 different driving modes. You have your comfort, self-explanatory. That means the power delivery in this car becomes very smooth. The gear shifts are almost seamless so that you're not inconvenienced in any way. Then you have your Eco Pro, which helps you extend the mileage that you're able to cover on a tank of fuel. Again, the response time is a bit sluggish, but it's not slow. It's absolutely not slow. Then there is my favorite driving mode completely, which is sport. In sport mode, the car becomes a bit more active, the steering wheel becomes more stiff, and the turbo lag in here reduces. My goodness, I put my foot down, there is a brief second of turbo lag, and then it just kicks off completely. It's such a fun car to drive in those various modes. Now, on your comfort level, you get approximately about 12 to 15 kilometers per liter, which is standard. On Eco Pro, you can probably dance around 18 to 19 kilometers per liter. On Sport, forget about mileage. We don't care about mileage, it's more about miles per gallon, because my goodness, does she drink. In Sport mode, you get about 10 to 11 kilometers per liter. Oh my goodness. Now, even as it drives, the suspension of this is not variable, but how BMW has calibrated this suspension, it's firm, but it's not unbearably firm. You're able to dive in and out of corners perfectly. Like, the car, as much as it is an SUV, it hides its weight really, really well. Like you can see, it's just smooth and seamless in and out of corners. It's definitely a fun car that you can kick around on some of the bypass roads. You'll definitely not be competing with any GTIs or SQ5s at that, but you'll hold your own amongst other similarly classed SUVs, your GLAs, your Q3s. You will definitely hold your own. Now, here the visibility is quite lovely. I have this massive windscreen ahead of me with very minimal blind spots around me. You have this huge panoramic rear view mirror that helps me capture and see everything out of the back. My view is not obstructed in any way. The seating positions, these bucket seats, they hug you quite nicely, especially when you're diving in and out of corners at a decent amount of speeds, which is very safe. Talking of safety, you have airbags all over this car, both here on the passenger side as well as on your A, B, and C pillars. So in case anything happens, hopefully it doesn't, you're cocooned in this bubble of safety. It's just lovely. Oh my goodness. Oh, that feels so good. This is such a fun car to drive. On sport mode, the power band it's okay. You do have a significantly notable turbo lag. The delay is definitely, you can feel it before it decides to kick in. It kind of takes a second to think, and then it decides to go. And even if I shift it into the manual mode and I decide to rock through gears, oh, that 6-speed comes in clutch. The response time is quite snappy. Oh, it's just lovely. And you can see even how the suspension has been calibrated going over bumps. Not an issue. I can do that very well. Oh yes, oh yes. It definitely feels really, really quick, and it feels powerful. But let me just get Mbugua, then we can check out. Let's get actual figures and put it down properly. Right, so I have now kidnapped this one individual known as Mbugua.
I'm here.
What's up, bro?
What's up? It's been
good?
a minute. People have missed us, bana.
Tulikuwa tunawaletea uzuri.
Utamu.
Yes, exactly. How does it feel now?
Well, it's the X1. You already feel the BMW once you come in. I love the fact that BMW gives that feeling from same as Mazda. You remember how I said, like from the low end, yani kutoka 118, 116 actually. Your bandwidth yote all the way to the 7 series.
Right.
Minimal changes.
Right.
Same to the Mercedes. But the Mercedes kuna zingine bana wanakwanga ametuangusha bana kama A class na B class.
Yo, that's true.
All in all, okay, I love this car, but there are a few things I don't like about this car. One, it's a front wheel.
Okay.
I mean, it's Beamer, it should be rear wheel.
Okay.
So for me, I'll still go for the first gen that had the 2-liter. And probably the 8-speed ZF engine, the gearbox, I mean. It's more engaging and it's more snappy and it's responsive. I'm telling you, ZF gear 1 or 2. Like, it's just papa and you're ready on 3. And like this 6-speed, I feel like it's a bit laggish, and that's why I think the turbo is taking time to kick in. All in all, I love the carbon fiber in this car also.
The carbon fiber is ridiculous. There's so much carbon fiber everywhere. It just feels nice.
Yeah, and also something else to add. As a passenger, I get a cup holder here.
Yes, that one mounted over there.
Yeah, because I feel kuna hiki, I don't know if people can see this. I don't know what it is.
Bro, this cup holder in here is so small, you can only fit like a shot glass in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, from the exterior it looks really, really nice though.
It does, right?
It does. The M package, I think this is the car I'll go for. It's like the Note Nismo. You don't get the Nismo, but you get the packaging Nismo, and
yes,
it looks.
Yes, the styling,
the
everything.
styling just looks nice.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just waiting to see how far this thing can hit 100.
So BMW say for this one with a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder is doing 0 to 100 in about 9.2 seconds. Think we'll be able to hit that? 9.2?
Okay, I'm not sure with the 1.5, but I've seen 1.5 liters cars. Like, for instance, the Honda Jade, the 1.5 turbo. Yeah. Oh my god, that thing needs 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
10 seconds. You know, 10, 11 seconds there.
Yo.
But you can imagine a Honda Jade. So I believe in Germany, the European counterparts watajaribu kufikia hiyo number with this 1.5 turbo.
Okay, let's find a suitable place.
Okay.
Then launch the hell out of this car. I'm confident in it. I like this car. Don't break my heart, please, BMW. Not with this one. Not with this one. Because if it does,
well, for me, Beamer is a love-hate relationship.
As a Benz guy, I hate to say this, but I actually want to see this do good. I actually want to see this perform well.
Okay, let's see.
Right, we're here. Yeah.
I think we're here.
Yeah. Let's.
Oof. Let me reset this.
Okay. Make or break moment, right?
Okay, let's see.
Ready? Let me check the auto start stop.
Yeah, my tower.
Yeah.
I think brake boosting it.
You ready? Oh, that feels slow.
Because you're not in the sportiest mode.
No, I think I am.
You sure you are? You should be NES.
Okay, let's just launch it in comfort. Get a baseline for comfort.
For comfort, 11.93 seconds.
11.93 for comfort, right?
Yeah. Can we do S now? now?
Yes, let's do
Let's
sports.
try it.
Let's do
Let's try.
sport. Let's do sport. Let's do sport. Let's do sport. Oh, those brakes are quite snappy as well, yeah?
And now we're in
Really well.
sport.
Now we're in sport, yeah? Okay.
Then 1, 2, 3. Oh, you
30, 40 already, 50, oh,
Yeah.
70, 80. She's hooning. She's actually going.
Now we got 11 seconds.
Oh.
11.42 seconds.
How? It's
How
in
did we?
sport mode.
I think the first time is because we are tulikuwa hapa. See here. Can we do it over here?
Let's try it again.
Tuanze
Yeah.
tena. See if giving it a little privilege.
Right. Because off camera, we tried this and we got a very good time.
I think I'll show them
Yeah.
the 8.33 seconds.
Okay. Now we're in sport mode again,
Okay.
just confirming.
Just give it a better boosting. Try. Okay, we're already in 50.
I'm already at 70.
Yeah, they can feel the shifts.
Oh, yeah. Those are crisp.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
are crisp.
yeah. We got a 10.6.
10.6.
10.6. So which one should we go with? 10.6 I think is the best because it's close to the manufacturer.
Because
the-
manufacturer said 9.2.
We
but
still don't understand where we got
how
the
we got an 8
8
point-
It was 8.3 I guess.
8.3, almost a
Yeah.
second quicker than what the manufacturer claims. It's ridiculous because this car is all over the place in terms of what it says it can do and what it actually does. Now, I think you should just come and drive this and let me know
How it
how
feels.
you feel about it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, right. Finally driving it
Finally here.
in the cockpit, as
The
they
cock-
say. Yeah?
BMW has always retained this face me everything as in I want to be selfish, I want to control by myself. Mr. Kim to one side.
It's driver oriented,
It's
right?
driver oriented. I love
Yeah.
from the E30 all the way from the first beginning.
Yes,
it was always like this.
Yes.
And I
yes,
guess
yes.
the shifter you said that they changed was supposed to replicate more of like
Manual.
manual, more cockpitish.
Yes,
more
yes,
of other than that, I love the heads-up display. It's right on the middle where I don't have to like
Crisp, yeah?
just to keep looking this, and then when I want to change my music, it's right there. Like I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
yes.
it's crazy.
I hate how much I love this car. I hate how much I love this car. It's just so good. And additionally, yeah,
Okay.
it's such an attention seeker. Like it grabs people's attention when you're driving down the road. You're just
Everybody-
turning heads. Yeah.
And it's just an X1.
It's just an X1. It was just respect this car.
I know I'm saying that. That's the truth. You still have the 1.5T.
True.
Uh-huh.
It's still a beautiful car, though.
Ah, okay. So
How does it
anyway,
feel when you're driving it? The driving dynamics and everything?
Well, when I'm driving this car,
Yeah.
okay, well, let me try.
Still in sport mode?
I'm still in sport mode.
Yes.
Okay.
Proper, huh?
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. You said just 1.5, right? Look at you now. Look at you.
Anyway, volley for money for this car.
Right. Oh my goodness. The seat warmers are on. I'm burning. anyways. So, value for money, right?
Okay.
We say that this is a a compact luxury crossover SUV. Very unnecessarily long name for the category that this car is in. The main contenders for this car, particularly the ones which are in the Kenyan market, are your GLAs, which I really do not like because that's pretty much, it's the size of an A-Class while having an SUV body on a CLA chassis.
Ouch. Okay.
Then you have the Q3, which does not give you the same luxurious feel that this one does. And then you also have your Range Rover Evoque, which unreliable as hell. Those cars have issues with unreliability. It's not even funny. Right? You do get that luxury feel in the Evoque. But
honestly, what Evoque we've reviewed an Evoque, probably didn't feel the luxury.
and the fact that didn't have that Range
and
Rover
then
feel.
guess what? We had a Ford EcoBoost engine on that engine.
Yeah.
On that car.
Yeah.
Ford EcoBoost. Senior to S40 bus.
So yeah, if you're particularly putting it against the cars which you directly contend with in the Kenyan market, even by price. So this one that we have right now with us is actually for sale, again at Lanchester Motors, thank you to them. This one is for sale at about 3.7 million shillings, okay?
Wow, okay.
that is also because it comes with all the carbon fiber bits in the M Sport package. Regularly, these cars go for about 3.5 to 3.6 million shillings. Then, if you're the Q3s, those go for about 3.3, 3.4, 3.5 again, depending. Yes, depending on the trim levels.
Okay.
Then the GLAs are overpriced. Those go for about,
As always,
very expensive. They're
Yeah.
just ridiculously expensive. They're about also 3.7, 3.8 million
Yeah.
shillings. It does not make sense to me to get any of those cars at that particular amount of money when this one is catering to almost everything I could possibly want, while still being the biggest one in its class.
Actually-
Especially this one.
actually the space, the boot space, everything.
Everything, even the rear seats, it's
The
so
ground
big.
clearance.
The ground clearance as well. They've ticked so many boxes off with this particular car.
That's true.
In terms of value for money, for me personally, I'd go for this one because this also has those youthful looks. I'm a young guy. Do I need the ISOFIX at the back? No.
Nah.
But I like the styling in front and everything.
For me, value for money will be I think the 2 liter.
The 2 liter
The
one.
2 liter for me. I don't
Right.
care. Maybe I'll not get the M package and not the M performance package.
Right, right.
As long as it has a 2 liter
You're good.
and an 8 speed,
Uh-huh.
I think I'm good.
Personally for me,
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with this 1.5 3-cylinder because as much as it can throw around, it can keep its own, especially when you want to go quick. But at the same time, if you're looking for efficiency and consumption as a daily driver,
This
this is the one to go for.
Good daily driver car.
It really is.
It's a really good driver.
Is there anything else you'd want to add about this car?
No, I think you're the one who was fell in love more than me.
I hate how much I love this car.
Wewe umededi wewe, wewe umededi.
Kabisa.
Kitakuramba. Literally beats kitakuramba.
Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Especially subscribe, Mugo and I need to earn our paychecks
Yeah, true.
so we can buy ourselves one of these.
My God, it's fun to drive.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you on the next.